There is no greater return on investment a society can receive than that which they place into a child's education. Here in Texas, a series of state-mandated standardized tests are used to assess a student's achievements and knowledge learned in the grade level. The State of Texas Assessments of Academic Readiness, or STAAR, is based on sound academic standards that all students are required to know, yet many of the lower end of the socioeconomic scale often struggle to do so. Educators say the best way to level the playing field and ensure student success across the board is through the mastery of the state standards.
Not every student comes to school with the same knowledge. Some students come lower, some students come higher. And the students that come lower struggle because there's just sometimes not time to fill in the gaps. Unfortunately, as the years go by, the gaps just widen and widen and widen as they progress through school. I think it's important that teachers work to the mastery of standards because it helps fill in those gaps that students do come to school with. Since they are not all equal when they get there, this mastery, making sure that students get 90%, 100% on every skill, is going to help make it even for everyone.
Now, there is an instructional model designed to project the STAAR subject matter in an organized, logical, and systematic manner. Based on the scientific research behind mastery learning, the Forde-Ferrier Mastery Method has helped thousands of Texas students master the state standards and achieve the highest levels of success.
One of the basic tenets of the Forde-Ferrier Mastery Method is that having knowledge of a concept does not mean that students have understanding of that concept. However, having understanding of a concept requires that students have knowledge of the concept. Our method is one of the most efficient and effective ways at making sure that students have that knowledge. In the Forde-Ferrier Mastery Method, a teacher works with students on a concept until the students achieve mastery of the concept. If students are struggling at achieving mastery of the concept, the teacher will provide additional support, materials, and resources until students achieve mastery. The Forde-Ferrier Mastery Method has been proven to be extremely successful in teaching the standards here in Texas. In turn, this has led to a very high success rate on the state standardized tests. In fact, even at schools with an at-risk population, we have consistently seen pass rates near or at 100%.
When Dagan and I first came up with the Mastery Method in, I believe, 1995, we took a campus that was lowest in district to highest in district in 1 year. No matter what level that they came to us with, they seemed to catch up and they will be successful the year after the year after. We've taken kids that have never, let's say, passed a standardized test in grades 3 and 4, and we taught them in 5th. They not only passed the test, but they mastered the test, meaning 1 or 2 questions wrong, if not a perfect score, and that carried on to the year after year. And I've gotten a lot of our students come back to us and say that now they're in college and they would have never been there before without mastery.
2 former San Antonio area school teachers, Dagan and Jason, started their educational consulting company to help teachers from other Texas districts raise their test scores. Forde-Ferrier now provides extensive professional development and training in all STAAR testing areas for grades 3 through 5, ensuring teachers deliver instruction in the best way to students.
STAAR test is a criterion reference test. The criteria being the TEKS, which is the curriculum that the state of Texas sets forth for us. And as a teacher, it is our job to teach those TEKS. So what we do is we take the skill and teach it to mastery. It doesn't matter what the test is, it doesn't matter what assessment I give to my students, they're going to be able to master it because they're learning a skill. They're not learning basically how to answer a certain question on a test.
The state has told teachers what the concepts are that they have to get their students to master to do well on the state assessment. If you master those concepts, you're going to do well on those state assessments. Your students are going to perform well and you're going to get high results if you focus on a mastery method. It helps create understanding for students. They have a reason and a purpose to understand what the concepts that are being introduced to with the techniques that they're being used.
My students, for the most part, were all low socioeconomic students, and just seeing their faces light up when they get 100 on a test or when they earn some kind of reward, it's an amazing feeling just to see that face light up on a kid.
We have started developing materials for the Common Core curricula. This is in an attempt to bring our philosophy and our message and our success to states outside of Texas. I was a teacher for 18 years. Now that I work with Forde-Ferrier, I still work in schools. I love to see the success on students' faces after we've worked with them for the entire school year.
The number one thing that the Mastery Method brings is motivation and success with students, period. And I think that the teachers see that and it becomes campus-wide. Once students have mastered multiple skills, it's a lot easier for the teacher to introduce critical thinking strategies.
Mastery of standards leads to greater student understanding and academic success, and this curriculum and teaching delivery system emphasizes the right things for students so they can succeed. Learn more today about the Forde-Ferrier Mastery Method: motivation, mastery, success. For more information, go to forde-ferrier.com or call 800-575-8269.